You are talking to money every single day. Not out loud, but in your mind. And the uncomfortable truth is, you're probably saying the exact things that push it away. Most people believe money is something external. Something you chase. Something you work hard for. Something that comes and goes almost randomly. But what if that entire idea is wrong? What if money is not reacting to your effort first, but to your inner conversation? Because whether you realize it or not, you already have a relationship with money. And that relationship is not built on what you earn. It's built on what you consistently think and feel. Think about the last time you thought about money. Maybe it was something like, I need more. I don't have enough. This is expensive. Money is hard to get. Those thoughts feel normal, almost automatic. But they are not neutral. They are not harmless. They are shaping something much deeper. They are defining the role you play in relation to money. And here's where it starts to shift. Because you are not just observing your financial reality. You are participating in it. Every thought is a signal. Every feeling is a direction. Every inner sentence is part of a conversation. And that conversation is not one-sided. It's being reflected back to you as your life. Now, most people never question this. They stay focused on actions. Work more. Save more. Try harder. And yes, action matters. But action without alignment creates friction. You push harder, but things don't flow. You try more, but nothing really changes. And eventually, you start to believe that money is difficult, that it resists you, that it belongs to other people. But what if that resistance is not coming from the outside? What if it's coming from the way you've been relating to it all along? Because if your inner dialogue is based on lack, then your experience will reflect lack. Not as punishment, but as consistency. Your mind seeks coherence. It turns repeated thoughts into patterns, and patterns into reality. So when you repeatedly think, I don't have enough, your mind doesn't question it. It accepts it, and begins to organize your perception around that idea. You notice limitations. You expect difficulty. You interpret situations through scarcity. And over time, that becomes your normal. Now here's where it gets deeper. Because this is not just about thoughts. It's about identity. You don't just think about money in a certain way. You start to become someone who relates to money in that way. Someone who struggles with it. Someone who chases it. Someone who feels separate from it. And once that identity is established, everything reinforces it. Your decisions, your reactions, your expectations, even your opportunities, they all align with who you believe you are. So the real question is not, how do I get more money? The real question is, who am I being in relation to money? Because that is what determines everything. Now this is where most people try to change things. They start using affirmations. They repeat phrases. They try to think positive. But something feels off. It feels forced, artificial, disconnected. And it doesn't last. Because they are trying to change the surface without changing the state. And this is the distinction that changes everything. It's not about what you say. It's about what feels true when you say it. If you say, I am wealthy, but internally feel tension, doubt, distance, then the dominant signal is not the words. It's the feeling. And that feeling is what gets reflected. So forcing positivity doesn't work. But shifting your inner relationship does. And that starts with something very simple. Awareness. You begin by noticing, not judging. Not correcting immediately. Just noticing. How do you talk about money in your mind? What tone do you use? Is it pressure? Fear? Frustration? Or is it ease? Familiarity? Confidence? Most people never observe this. But once you do, you start to see patterns. And once you see them, you can change them. Not by force, but by redirection. Instead of saying, "I need money," you begin to soften that into something more natural. Money comes to me in different ways. Instead of, "I can't afford this," you shift into, "I choose where my money goes." Notice the difference. The second version doesn't feel like a lie. It feels like a repositioning, a subtle reclaiming of control. And this is key, because your mind resists what feels fake, but it accepts what feels possible. So the goal is not to jump to extremes. It's to move toward naturalness, toward a state that feels believable and stable. Now let's go deeper, because your inner dialogue is not just words. It's imagery, it's emotion, it's expectation, it's the silent assumptions you carry. And these assumptions are powerful. They operate below conscious thought. They shape how you interpret everything. If you assume money is difficult, you will experience difficulty. If you assume money is inconsistent, your reality will reflect instability. But if you begin to assume that money is responsive, that it flows, that it's part of your life naturally, something starts to shift. Not instantly, but steadily. Because now your mind is working with a different blueprint. And that blueprint influences your perception. You start noticing opportunities you ignored before. You respond differently to situations. You make decisions from a place of calm, instead of pressure. And over time, that compounds. Now this doesn't mean you sit and do nothing. It means your actions become aligned. Effort becomes cleaner, less forced, more effective, because it's coming from a different state. And state is everything. Your state is the filter through which you experience life. It determines what feels possible, what feels normal, what feels available to you. So if you want to change your results, you don't start with action. You start with state. And one of the most powerful ways to shift state is through a simple imaginal act. Not something complex. Not something exaggerated. Something natural. Tonight, before you sleep, I want you to try this. Close your eyes and imagine a short scene. Nothing dramatic. Just a normal moment. Someone you trust is talking to you. And they say, "You've been doing really well financially lately." That's it. No big celebration. No extreme excitement. Just a calm, genuine statement. Now here's the important part. Don't watch the scene like a movie. Be in it. Hear the voice. Feel the tone. Let it feel familiar. Like something that already happened. Like something obvious. Stay there for a few moments. And then let it go. No forcing. No overthinking. Just a quiet acceptance. Because what you are doing is not imagining something new. You are selecting a different version of reality and allowing your mind to accept it. And once it feels natural, your state begins to shift. And once your state shifts, your experience follows. Not because you forced it, but because it became consistent with who you are being. So from this point on, pay attention. Not to the world first, but to your inner conversation. Because that is where everything begins. Every thought about money is part of your relationship with it. Every feeling is shaping that relationship. And every repeated pattern is defining your reality. So the question is no longer, why don't I have more money? The question becomes, what am I consistently saying and feeling about it? Because once you change that, everything else starts to reorganize. Naturally, quietly, powerfully. And if this made you see things differently, then you're ready for the next step. Because in the next video, you're going to realize something even deeper. You're not trying to manifest anything. You've been doing it all along. Comment below. Money responds to me. And start listening to what you've been saying.